Welcome to Kent, Ohio, and Dick's Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's McCray. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Golden Flashes racing to the line in the hurry up. Give to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that one's incomplete.
The receiver is incomplete. It leads to second down.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Pulls and throws off the RPO. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And how about the bounce back for this QB? He's already got more passing yards right now than he had all last game. Nice job not getting down, not getting negative, not letting one bad game turn to two. Nice bounce back already in this next game.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Brought down at the 4-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To throw, it's Ulatowski. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. It's a reverse. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
No, there's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
They'll try the run. Smashes through. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Kent State. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Hands it off. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll go with a direct snap. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. A nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
At the 45 on its way. Open runway ahead. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Man, it would be hard not to continue to feed this guy the rock. He just makes big plays. Last week you saw it, over 100 yards, making big plays already in this football game. He is a big play waiting to happen.
This is a designed run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
At the 33. Now, 4th down.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Caught in the backfield. It's Faulkner. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play. And the Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Ulatowski. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little...
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Eagles! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
14, Kent State, 7.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Kent State.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. He wants to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Golden Flashes will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their court,
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Gulatowski. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, and still got him on the turf. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The give is to Garcia. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Golden Flashes are on the move. Right back to the well. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Trying the left side. Can't get him to the ground. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Golden Flashes are in the hurry-up. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Gulatowski. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Williams will pass. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Golden Flashes want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
On the run, it's White. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Might as well stick with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Touch pass on the run. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and